1 year ago, Iona Prep suffered the most agonizing of defeats, losing on a missed field goal in the final seconds of the CHSFL Championship, falling just short of their second title in 3 seasons. That loss created a fire within the Gales this fall, for more than just one defeat. You see, at Iona Prep, winning a championship was never really the goal. The Gales strive for more. They don't want a trophy. Iona Prep wants a dynasty. The next step towards that mission continued on Saturday at Mitchel Field in Long Island, taking on St. Anthony's in the CHSFL AAA Division Championship. Iona Prep entered unbeaten in Catholic League play, a number 1 seed, and riding a 9-game winning streak, including a victory over the Friars a month ago. The elements on Saturday for both teams were daunting, with wind gusts measuring nearly 40 miles per hour. Iona Prep took the opening kickoff and drove into the stiff wind, marching down the field. The first possession saw the Gales convert on 4 first downs, eating up 7 minutes of clock and spanning 80 yards, ending with Brennen Pressley's first touchdown. Iona Prep takes a 6-0 lead. St. Anthony's and quarterback Gary Merrill swept down the field with the win at their back on their first possession. A big third down run by the star senior put St. Anthony's inside the Iona 10, leading the Friars to this touchdown. Hitting the end zone on 4th down, finding his target, the tight end, Jax Prokop, the 6'4" sophomore, comes down with it in traffic. St. Anthony's would take a 7-6 lead. The Gales would play the field position battle and pin St. Anthony's when they're going into the wind inside the 1-yard line. And then here, this was everything you needed to know about this weather. St. Anthony's has one of the best special teams units in the league. That punt went 9 yards thanks to the wind gusts blowing it out of bounds, setting up Iona Prep inside St. Anthony's territory, where they would go to their man, Crew Davis, up the middle, touchdown number 1 for Crew Davis. A big afternoon ahead for the junior running back. St. Anthony's, second quarter, trying to find space, and there's nowhere to go. Matthew Davitt coming out of the safety position to make that stop. Big tackle there for the senior from Rye. And then later, Iona Prep forcing a turnover. Jaleel Stewart coming up with the fumble recovery for Iona. It would give the Gales back the football, still in the second quarter, leading, and they would go downfield. Crew Davis coming up with the catch, one of the few receptions in this game from Julian Guzman to Crew Davis for a big gain across midfield. But Iona couldn't capitalize. They lose the football here. Turnover forced by St. Anthony's. The Friars would get the recovery. They would only go into halftime trailing 12-7. Iona defense doing their part, stopping St. Anthony's at the line. Davitt and others there to make the stop. Now we go to the third quarter. Here is St. Anthony's trying to get down the field. This is where the Iona Prep defense just locked in on Merrill, didn't let him go anywhere, and they would cash in with points on their first drive of the third quarter, getting the football back. That was Brennen Pressley setting up himself. Brennen Pressley in touchdown. Iona Prep extends their advantage. They would not be able to convert the 2-point conversion. They would keep it an 18-7 game. Here's St. Anthony's now over the middle, down the field. Big gainer from Merrill on the short pass, leading St. Anthony's inside the 5-yard line. That football will go to Will Hart for the big game inside the 10. And then Merrill, a couple plays later, going to keep it himself, busting across the goal line. He's in. St. Anthony's would convert the 2-point conversion, make it a 3-point game, 18-15 in the middle of the third. Here's Iona Prep with their response, and they go to Crew Davis. Crew Davis' change of direction in this win was unbelievable to watch, and then watch him do it on this play. His second touchdown of the day, busting through, one move, and gone. No one's going to catch Crew Davis across the goal line, galloping in for the touchdown. Iona Prep pushes their lead back up by 2 scores. Davis will be part of the defense that would get a stop here on 4th down, coming up with a huge stop. That was Orion Trujillo with a stop there of Merrill on 4th down. And then on the next play, here they go. Julian Guzman up the middle on the read option. How many times did they get it to Davis? The defense overplays it, and Guzman is gone. He's going to dive across the goal line. The quarterback is in. He gets up. Superman pose for the Gales. Junior star headed to Maryland to play baseball. Iona Prep extends its lead. Down the field they go in the fourth quarter, basically putting this game away, handing off to Crew Davis, follows his blocks. He's across, in for his third touchdown. They throw him in the air once again. Iona Prep pulling away in this one, and then they put the icing on the cake on their championship. Here's Crew Davis, once again makes one move and no one's going to touch him. Going to the house, the distance, he is in for the touchdown. Count them up, 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns for the junior star. Iona Prep well on their way, and they would begin to start celebrating on the sideline in the middle of this fourth quarter. They'd win this game handily, as you see the lineman from Iona Prep going to Clemson. That is Rowan Byrne, and his team celebrating. Byrne leading the way on the handshake line. Iona Prep is going to win the CHSFL Championship, celebrating their head coach. Well, their man Brennen Pressley was an offensive MVP. Their head coach Joe Spagnuolo right there. Excited, his second championship, the third in school history. Matthew Davin, another senior, big part of this Iona Prep defense the last couple seasons, getting them back into this championship and winning it all. Crew Davis, 244 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. Brennen Pressley, the defensive MVP. Davis, the offensive MVP. And then the trophy that they play for, the CHSFL AAA Division crown. Joe Spagnuolo handing it off to his team. They celebrate this title. They're moving on to Buffalo to play Canisius for the Catholic State Championship this weekend.